Let's hear now from an MP who's won an election to Westminster, but who has chosen, along with his four Sinn Fein party colleagues, not to take his seat. Pat Doherty, welcome to you and good morning.
Good morning.
Can you explain to us how Sinn Fein operate, or perhaps don't operate, at Westminster?
Well, we do operate entirely here at Westminster. We have offices here and we have staff here. We do everything that any other MP would do in terms of lobbying for your constituents or your party position on any given issue. We do not take the oath of allegiance because we have no allegiance, therefore they won't give us the salary. That's something that we have always understood. And when we stand for election, as we will do in May, we make it abundantly clear that we will not be taking our seats in the Parliament here, but we will give total and utter representation to the people in every other way.
How can you represent your constituents if you don't have a voice inside the chamber of the House of Commons?
Well, you see, our task is to achieve an Irish democracy in all of Ireland. And to do that, we need to be very honest and straightforward with the people. We do not have any allegiance to the sovereignty here. And even though Britain still controls part of our country, we will give the people representation. And we do that openly and honestly and very thoroughly. And that's why we get re-elected every time we stand.
But again, I ask the question, if you deprive your constituents of a voice inside the chamber of the House of Commons, surely you're shortchanging them a little bit. You're not giving them 100% representation.
We are giving them 100% representation. We have constituency offices. I have two in my constituency that are fully staffed. We are over here on a regular basis lobbying. For example, I'll be meeting MPs here this afternoon on an issue pertaining to the post office and the Horizon scheme that was introduced to various post offices that is found to be quite faulty and given lots of difficulties to sub-post offices, some in Ireland, some in Scotland, some in England, some in Wales. That's just an example. I'll be meeting members of the House of Lords. We do represent the people absolutely and thoroughly, but we will not take the oath of allegiance because we have no allegiance. Our allegiance is to the re-establishment of an Irish Republic throughout all of Ireland.
Many people are forecasting a hung parliament after the next election. In those circumstances, it is possible that smaller parties could have a role of huge influence over the governance of the United Kingdom. Do you rule out absolutely 100% ever Sinn Fein taking their seats in those circumstances?
Absolutely. We ruled that out. We will not take the oath, therefore they will not let us into the chamber and they will also not give us our salary. We are entirely aware of the potential outcomes coming out of the next election in terms of the Tories and Labour, the Lib Democrats, the Scottish Nationalists, UKIP, the DUP, ourselves, the SDLP, all of the other parties. But we will not take the oath of allegiance. That does not mean to say that we will not have an influence on what's happening. Throughout the 90s, leading up to the Good Friday Agreement and the aftermath of that, I probably was in Downing Street more often meeting Prime Ministers than many MPs in this building.
Mr. Doherty, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.